Nothing compares to the soft light and rustic charm of a kerosene lantern. There is a reason that this product endures. It works! Quoted by someone who edited the Stansport website. While I find this to be an accurate statement, a hurricane lantern is so much more than that description. It has an alternative light source with multiple fuel options that is healthier, yes, healthier, for your eyes and your brain. Let's begin our dive into my secret collection and passion of hurricane lanterns. Flame is essential to the primal instincts of man. If you think about it, it must have been one heck of a story. Whether it be accidentally stumbling across a tree struck by lightning, or a divine spark from two rocks making contact at the perfect angle in some ancient hominid's hands that happened to land on some dry grass while he was trying to make an arrow point to kill some sort of prehistoric megafauna or deer, that moment in history is definitely high on my list of times that I wish I could be a fly on the wall of a cave. As the story goes, humans eventually found out the world is not only trying to kill you, but your fire too. And there's a weird paradox here. In modern times, a large percentage of modern humans have a small knowledge of any survival skills whatsoever, and that's even included in the home. Living in a world where batteries, bulbs, and ambient LED screen light are the main sources. There is no shortage of evidence supporting the degradation of human eyes and brain function due to the overexposure to blue light. From physical damage to psychological changes in behavior, the further humans get away from a true flame, the more drastic changes we see in our population. Which brings me to why I strongly believe people, especially younger men and women in the US, need to consider older options to light and heat their way in emergencies and prepare themselves and their families for the future. I want to bring new videos to the younger men and women who might be interested in slowly obtaining gear that you will have for generations or years to come. We cannot solely rely on batteries and power outlets. As this younger generation ages and enters adulthood, you also need to have the preparedness mindset and skills that your previous generations had. Eventually, it will be up to us to carry the torch, and if you have a family or are prepared to have a family or are preparing to have one, you will be the one everyone eventually relies on. This is a Stansport 7.5 inch hurricane lantern. On the Stansport website, it is listed at $12.99 before shipping, but it can be found at Walmart and other hardware stores, outdoor stores, and is usually priced slightly lower than $12.99. It comes in a red or black color variety depending on the store and their stock options. It can be lit using multiple types of fuel. Lamp oil and kerosene are going to be your most accessible options at local stores, and they both burn fairly clean at a decent cost. For example, I recently purchased a new container of kerosene for just under $12. I believe it was $11.77. In a pinch though, during power outages, hurricanes, or any other natural disaster, you could fuel this lamp with cooking oils or even diesel. The construction of this lantern is quite good. I have a larger Stansport as well as a Dietz lantern to compare to, and this smaller 7.5 inch model has extremely tight tolerances and good build quality. And I'll consider it my personal favorite for now in this size range, as I could see myself using this to study wizard scrolls or potion recipes. It's sturdy, compact, and the paint is perfect on my specific lantern. But the places that need to be worn in, for example, the small lifting handle and the chimney, are wearing in quite nicely and making the lantern operation extremely smooth, and any squeaks have gone away. This is an inexpensive lantern, don't get me wrong, and that's honestly what I love about it, because you can buy so many of them and not break the bank. That being said, with proper care, this easily competes with a Dietz or the other popular German brand that I can't pronounce. In terms of functionality and quality, depending on the model, I've also seen some rough Dietzes out there as well, so it seems to be just a luck of the draw. A properly cut wick, really good clean fuel, and a clean globe, you are in the pocket of a really good reliable lantern you can use for emergencies, camping, late night star watching, or just chatting around the table at night with a couple drinks with your friends. Even with a low wick, this little beast is capable of way more light than I was expecting. The 7.5-inch Stansport lantern doesn't hold a lot of fuel compared to a standard-sized Hurricane lantern or a product like the Dietz Little Wizard. And I'm sure there are plenty of lanterns in this smaller size category that I simply do not know about yet, but I want to know about them, so if you know any models that I might be interested in, drop them in the comments, please. My main point of making this video is to produce new content for a younger generation of like-minded prepared individuals who will continue to build and maintain this country. I strongly believe that we need alternative methods and ways to do everything we do in our daily lives. This usually leads back to older methods of products, like a simple flame. LEDs suck. They burn your eyes. From cooking methods, water purification, light production, all of it can be snatched away at the blink of an eye from a tornado, an EMP, a massive power outage, a flood, a hurricane. And they don't teach this mindset in school. But we can start being prepared right here, right now, with light. Because your phone might not always be your flashlight.